Hello and welcome to the 53rd episode of the Gochuucast. Season 2, new season, new us, no new Daniel though.
Yeah, so it's technically not new us. It's just
New us,
but
new us. It's
with
us,
one
no Daniel.
person missing.
New us, you know?
Technically.
We actually have to do work this season.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, as foretold, Daniel has sadly perished. Hopefully he's been isekai'd to his favorite fantasy world of choice or something like that.
Yeah, Bofuri, maybe?
Maybe. But the cast must go on. And in honor of Daniel, I think this episode we should talk about something near and dear to his heart. Little Sisters.
What?
So that's our theme for the day. In honor of Daniel.
Absolutely not. Hold on. All right, the ruse has got on long enough. I don't even know if do y'all have the soundboard on. I attempted to break in with I'm sure the audio only people are ecstatic that Bochi.exe just got played, but
Yes.
Yes.
At least I got to do the Little Sisters bit. That was the only thing I had thought of up to here, was to be like, in honor of Daniel, we'll talk about Little Sister.
And he loves his little sister.
Yeah, I was just hoping that would be the point that you would interrupt and be like, yep, that's enough.
This is the most slanderous... Okay, hold on. We must now... This is why we don't have topics anymore, because now I have the time to go deep, unproved. Alright. How the fuck do I even search for this? There's no little sister tag.
Good.
You know what?
We don't want to enable your degeneracy, so...
Name 3 anime I've watched based around Little Sisters.
Aramanga Sensei.
Aramanga Sensei. Kids exist, that's 2.
Are there older sisters?
Hold up. Are they older sisters?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I just thwarted your plans right there.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. I have to reload any list, go see what you've watched.
Yeah, if you're gonna throw out accusations, you gotta be prepared.
Yeah, you gotta do some research beforehand. Listen, I said Aramanga Sensei, I'm wrong, but...
One Room Season 1, Arc 2.
That doesn't count.
Counts.
No.
Totally counts.
I refuse to believe that counts.
She was a little sister. In fact, that was...
It's one character. It's not the whole anime is not dedicated to this character.
There's Little Sister and Bunny Girl. She has a whole arc around her too.
These are arcs. Alright, look. Aramanga is a viable answer because she's the focus, right? The rest of these, slander.
You never watched a Rainbow, I'm sure. Surely I won't see that on your list, so...
I'm not going through the links to inspect, but I don't know, Daniel. I'm still a little bit skeptical.
You're skeptical. There's no evidence. Absolutely none.
Yeah, exactly. There's no evidence. I can't prove anything. I'm just in the skepticism stage. Okay?
I am being slandered, and there's no proof behind it, and I'm here to squash the
You actually love Big Sisters. That's your defense.
I have no like what is the right word to use here? I do not care either way. There's no...
So you hate women.
Oh, so he just like...
Okay. We're done. Moving on. You're done. You're done. You're done. We're moving on here. If I hate women so much, why is I don't know.
Why is your profile picture always a woman?
Yes. Why is
you know what? You're right. You successfully defended yourself. So now you have to defend yourself from the allegations that you hate men.
Yeah. Is Onimai a older sister?
It's complicated.
Oh,
it's an older brother who got turned into a younger sister.
So what you're saying is Onimai is definitely a little sister anime.
What I'm saying is, if you really try to bend it to your way, it is. But you're still only 2 out of 3.
Yeah, but I just got to your list.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And you're not going to find anything else?
Not a single another one?
Certainly not. I went through real quick and I didn't see anything that immediately jumped out.
I don't know, man.
Right. While I search the list, you carry on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still
You
a little
got
bit
any
skeptical, but,
other
you know.
allegations you want to throw out? while
No,
we're
no,
at
no,
it?
no, not for now. But we will be conducting a very thorough investigation to find anything we can use to, dirty your name.
We will be thoroughly investigating everything to do.
It's insane. I'm getting the guy whose first anime was Ao-chan Can't Study is trying to cook me.
It was my first. Okay, like, wait. Okay, never mind. No, you already addressed that. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
You would have a point, except Spatula is already admitted a
Degenerate?
degenerate's a good word. That's a nice enough word.
I'm reformed, bro.
Reformed, not by episode 69. You better not be.
That's true. Listen, I'm reformed for the next 15, 16 episodes. Until then I might realize.
I just gotta put like a no girls allowed sign on the episode. Fucking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
69.
Goodies, yeah.
Yeah, all 6% of our female viewership is gonna have to dip out for that one.
Oh yeah, okay. You might be turning away, like, portion that 6%. After they hear this, they're not gonna want to listen again.
They just won't listen. I feel like it's about normal for
Kind of bad
for an all male cast. It's about what I'd expect.
We're marketed to not marketed, but all of our friends pretty much that this been showed to are male. So
because that's what my my main channel viewership had 6% female. Then the Oshinoko video dropped, and now it's at 15%. But so it did go up a little bit there. Let me check our podcast YouTube analytics. I know on the audio only it's 6% audience. We have no female viewer base on the that's the last 28 days. Hold on. All time. Correction. We still have no female viewer base all time. So
we're at risk of offending any portion of our fan base.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing that
by
can go wrong, though.
Daniel's misogynistic tendencies.
Okay. Who's the biggest? I feel like certainly I'm not the biggest misogynist on the podcast here. If we were to,
who is?
Of the three of us?
Of the three of us, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, who is? You want to throw out some accusations?
We're accusating right now, so.
Well, if I bring out the I should just throw Lace under the butt. I should throw Lace under the bridge.
You should throw someone else under the bus.
He's not here to defend himself.
Yeah. That's.
We're going.
Prey on the weak. Prey on the weak.
Yeah, he plays all these gacha games that sexualize women. He's such a misogynist too. I don't hear any denial.
Of the people that have been on here, I don't want to talk about the one that I think's the most misogynistic. It's not Lace.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No
I don't know about spoilers, but
what do you mean? Hold on, we can't.
Yeah, no spoilers. No,
don't say no spoilers. You're gonna just trying to cook our next guest. He hasn't even popped up yet.
No, not our next guest. Someone who's been on the podcast before.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were talking the three of us, not including.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But Daniel wanted to throw someone else.
We were, but I decided to throw someone else under the bus. I feel like I know the answer. I'm not going to say it though.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't
anyway,
worry. It's not important.
I'm not. Overflow and a younger sister.
I don't know what they're. I don't think they're not related.
Bro, it's not a hentai.
I don't think they're related. Maybe.
I saw it on AniList and said it, but you're right. I guess that doesn't count.
It's a hentai. It's like a whole different
It's a whole different genre.
Exactly.
Tell it to the judge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually.
Well, I am telling it to the judge, and the judge is having a real hard time coming up with any evidence right now. So I think I'm fine.
Whatever, dude.
2 out of 3. Couldn't even get the third. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know enough about these. There's funny ones I can make jokes about, because half of the plot of Gochuucast is about them trying being I'm the best little sister to each other, but that's a totally different allegation.
Well, the best big sister, I guess, rather.
Yeah, best big sister. That's a totally different setting.
And it also has nothing to do with it's it's just fucking they're just making coffee. They're not actually actively doing anything.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Yeah.
not the same at all. But
So yeah, I've cleared the little sister allegations.
for now, we'll be back with more evidence.
I'm just gonna be sitting there waiting until I like end up coincidentally. If I end up watching anything, I'm bumping the number up to 5. And you're gonna have to struggle even harder.
Okay, fine. You know what? You escaped those allegations, and
I
we
escaped
won't
the allegations.
levy any more against you. I will say that, like, I guess now the more that I think about it, I guess it's less about like little sister. It's more like I guess it's more like an incest thing. I don't know.
Okay.
No,
So
no,
now
with you specifically. No, with you specifically. I'm not accusing you. What I'm saying
That's
is
crazy.
like, no. I just
That's
feel like
crazy.
that theme is more popular than the little sister. What's the word I want to use here? I don't want to say fetish, but
You're
I mean,
saying a lot of things. Isn't
yeah.
since I'm still going through the list, isn't a couple of Cuckoo's little sister or younger sister, or are they the same age?
It's complicated. Okay, so
You know what? Also very.
Cuckoo's, there is someone he just met at school. There is someone he got swapped at birth with. I think in the manga or some shit they introduced like a childhood friend or some bullshit. And they like teased it in the anime. And then he has a little sister, but it's not really his little sister because they got swapped at birth or whatever. It's like it's just part of she's a wheel in the cog.
I see.
It's
So,
not about
it's
specifically.
one of those things where they're gonna be like not sisters, they're not sisters, not siblings, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, but they are siblings, and then you'll find out like, oh, but they're still not siblings, and just like that.
I feel like it's the reverse usually, but I don't know. Maybe
That made no sense, but in my head it made perfect sense.
they find out they're not sisters. I don't think that. I feel like that's not real.
What I don't even know. There were words said, and we're gonna move on from that.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway,
update. I guess. I mean, I don't know if we want to discuss it here or we want to discuss it later. But I finished the first season of Attack on Titan. I guess we probably want to save the spoilers for a later episode, or we can just talk about the first season now.
Are we gonna have an Attack on Titan episode? I don't.
I guess we can save it for that.
A lengthy fucking discussion.
Okay, yeah, we'll save it.
To be fair, maybe we should. With like it finishes, just because that would be the smart thing to do.
Oh, that would be the smart. Okay, fine.
All right. Yeah, your goal is by fall 2023. You gotta be caught up because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
So maybe that is an episode that'll happen, just because it would make sense, and like we'll all have done the entirety of Attack on Titan by then. So
I still gotta watch the other special that came out, but I've read the manga, so I'm not in any rush to do that. That's
fair, but. I'm very, very excited just based off what I've seen in the first season. It's so good. I think the only thing that I just hope, and I guess no spoilers here, but the only thing that I hope happens is a little more character development, because like I feel like there's some obviously from what I've seen, but like I'm not like super attached to the characters yet.
It gets better about that as it goes on.
Okay, good. It's like I think the aspects that I really liked were like the suspense and like I like that how like I've said this before, but like I'm a person that like needs something at the end of each episode to like get me to watch the next kind of and that
you're the reason why they make cliffhangers.
Yes, and they delivered. Like he like finds something crazy at the end of every episode, so that was really nice. I really like that aspect of it. So yeah, I'm so hyped to keep watching and see what happens.
I will say the pace slows a bit. But it is very much for the better, and you'll still get like interesting things. As long as you're not like conformed to action monkey brain, then you'll be fine.
Okay, I'm not, but the action's fine. It's good, I guess, but I'm not. Yeah, it's not.
I mean, yeah, like at the time or whatever, the action was like insane.
Sure, yeah.
I guess it turned off a lot of people in season 2 when it was like, all right, we're gonna like actually try and develop things though, which. Honestly, it was actually like for the best until Attack on Titan got popular again, and then it was like everything's just back to shit again. So Attack on Titan, no one would like shut the fuck up about the first season. Then it took 4 years for season 2 to come out, And then since it wasn't like super Omega Monkey action, some people felt, a lot of the Shonen Bros, I guess, fell off of it. And so then it became like a popular but like quiet community. It was really weird. I've talked about the great downfall of the Attack on Titan community before, but yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to see it all explode again and when the fucking show ends.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think the yeah, I think having world building or like the character development in the second season would be fine. It's kind of crazy. I think the thing that kind of surprised me is like I don't know why I just assumed like Attack on Titan, since there's so much hype for the most recent seasons over the past few years, which makes sense. It came out in the past few years. It's like kind of surprising to me still that like the first season came out in like 2013. I don't know why. It just feels like a very like recent anime, but like I guess 2013 is kind of recent.
It's
but
just like the sheer length of it, because they're
Yeah,
only
yeah.
because it's a monthly release, and so all these
Yep.
chapters are like 40 plus pages.
Yeah.
And so obviously, especially when it goes over 100 with a monthly release, there's a lot to adapt there. And so obviously, with how long anime takes in general, it gets
Yeah, makes sense.
Monthlies are also so hard to get into. Like, I think Attack on Titan was the very first monthly that I tried reading. Around the same time I started reading Seraph of the End, which is also a monthly. And like the first couple months, it's great because you're like, oh, I don't even have to read a chapter that often, right?
Yeah.
But it just gets so hard to
when
keep
something
up.
like wild happens, you're like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
I gotta wait a month.
Well, also when there's like a mid chapter, it's like, oh, I waited a month for that. But also, like people's lives are busy, right? It's really hard to remember like every month on the first, like, oh yeah, it's Attack on Titan time. At least for me. Like eventually I just can't keep up that groove because it's too far apart.
Yeah, I just using I would use like manga apps or whatever to know whenever there's an update to the chapters, and so I never really thought about it. Also, it got really really fucking annoying towards the end, where like you would just see like you go onto Twitter and you can see something's trending, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta stay away.
Oh yeah.
It'll be like, Attack on Titan leaks. I'm like, no, why? I fucking hate leaks, dude. I don't understand why. Well, I do understand why, but I hate when people like. If you want to look at leaks, go for it. But when people like throw them onto their Twitter timeline, it's like really annoying. Like someone, I was reading a tweet about Oshinoko. I don't even remember what it was like. Oh yeah, it's like apparently something leaked right. It's going to end at like chapter 160, 170 area, which on its own is fine. Like I don't mind knowing. I felt like it was going to end generally soon anyway. We're like almost on 120 now. But then right next to that, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the leaks for the next chapter, something's going to happen that X people won't like. I'm like, oh, well, fuck. I have to sit here with this knowledge now. And they were right. I did not like it. Well, I mean, I liked it, but I didn't, mixed, writing good, feeling sad. But yeah, I hate when people do that shit. It's so fucking annoying. Motherfuckers don't know what the fuck a spoil tag is, and it shows.
Listen, it took me a while to figure out the spoiler tag for like images on Discord. So I mean, I guess for text it's different, but still.
I hate people on Twitter always put the fucking spoiler thing at the top, and it's like, okay, dumb fuck. Yeah. I scroll up. You have to. Yeah, like
There's no point.
There's no point. You don't put it at the top of the tweet, dumb fuck, because I'm gonna see it when I scroll fast. I hate spoiler images are the worst. There is literally a thing for that. Oh, you can hide images so I don't monkey click them, and yet people just be throwing out manga panels. It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I block most manga channels that pop up.
It's crazy recently how many more One Piece spoilers actively I've gotten on my Twitter feed. Just from going to random Twitters to see like chapter information or spoilers and stuff like that. Where at this point, like if I wanted to not get spoiled on chapters, which I don't care about, I tend to read spoilers when they get leaked, at least for One Piece. If I didn't want to do that, I just would have to stay off Twitter because I'll be getting information about the next chapter, like as the current chapter is releasing.
It's like insane. There's always someone out there who's going to leak it, which is a while. Well, I guess it depends on the series. Some like random ass series no one cares about. No one's going to risk leaking it. But I guess people like seeing the like, oh, I can leak this, and I'm going to all this discourse. It's going to be because of me, because I leaked it. And it's like, you know, I don't know. It's crazy what people will risk. Like, that's a whole lawsuit waiting to happen. It's like whoever leaked like Tears of the Kingdom onto the internet, if Nintendo finds them, they will like execute them with a guillotine.
Yeah, I've heard like, who's a YouTuber? What's his name? Was it Point Pro or whatever?
Point Pro. He had like modded videos.
Yeah, he did like he just made like some videos on like, what was it? I mean, just some Nintendo related videos on like,
it was
suspected leaks or something. I don't know.
It was he was doing modded Zelda videos, and then Nintendo did not like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. They're kind of crazy about it. So
did you hear what they did to someone who was like selling hacked Nintendo Switches, or like jailbroken ones? His name was Gary Bowser. Funny enough, and so this Gary Bowser, he gets caught by a Nintendo. Well, he was the only one in a country that they could like easily prosecute, or like they could get him extradited for his crimes. And so he went to jail. I don't remember how long it was. It's like five years. Gary Bowser jail time. I think it was 5 years. 40 months. He was sentenced 40 months. And he had a big old fine. And he very much cannot pay off that fine. Because he wasn't, not like he was making that much insane money. I think he made like $200,000 or some shit, he said. But what Nintendo did is like, okay, you sold this amount of Switches, and they're all jailbroken, which means people get all these games for free. We're just going to add that to your tab. And so it ended up being like $15 million he owed to them. And he obviously cannot pay that out. And so what they're doing is for the rest of his life, or until he's old. So basically for the rest of his life, until he pays it off, he has to give them like 20 to 30% of his income every month. So he is basically just a Nintendo slave at this point. That is his life. He is bowing down to Nintendo because he sold jailbroken Switches. And it's like, okay, they have all the legal right to do whatever, but it's just so evil. Like, he did 40 months for this shit. It's not like you have to go any further than that. So I'm sure if they find the Tears of the Kingdom linker, they will literally kill him. Death penalty. Yeah. They'll find a way.
Yeah. I think I do wonder, like, have they not found well, I guess the people on Twitter, like, I know, like, at least in the past for like Pokemon games and stuff like that, they were like the Central League Twitter guys for Pokemon and stuff like that. I do wonder, like, who are the people actually leaking those, and like, because like there are people data mining and stuff like that, and what they did to those people, because I don't know, you never know. Some of those people might have been executed by Nintendo.
Because like Central Leaks got, like, I think clapped, but then they came back, I think. So I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, they did. They lost their Twitter account for a while, I think, if I recall correctly. This is like Gen 8 or something. Yeah. If
you do something smart enough, then like they probably can't like get Twitter to track their actual information or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
I think Central League also just like compiles information from other leakers. I mean, I don't know how much of the actual leaking, whatever, data mining, leaking they do themselves, but
does Central Leaks get anything themselves? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
I don't know if
they do, but I'm like pretty sure they don't. Like, I'm pretty sure like they get most of it from other people at least. So, but you never know what happens to those people. Maybe Central Leaks is just like really good at finding other sources after each of the previous leakers have been called by Nintendo. They're just new ones that pop up, and they're able to find those people. But yeah, it's scary.
I've always liked the theory that most leakers are plants.
Yeah.
I love
it's an uncommon theory, but yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I love the conspiracy theories that
I don't even know if it's that
are like internal sources that are like not necessarily hired to leak, but it's like part of their job, right?
I mean, they're like, definitely like some jobs out there. I don't know about Nintendo though, considering how hard they usually go to prevent leaks.
I swear Pokemon stuff leaks on purpose. Not all
I don't.
of it. Obviously, there's definitely
The thing
accidental
is,
leaks
When they
too,
leak
but,
the whole game early.
No, I'm convinced that's not the case. Only because, like, if you think about it, like, we're on the internet a lot, and we like see stuff on Twitter, and we see stuff on like forums or Discord servers or whatever. Like, the amount of people who purchase a Pokemon game knowing that those leaks exist,
it's so small.
it's
Yeah,
so small. And also, this is like only leaks in English. Like, what about in other countries, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure leaks happen in other countries. I'm not saying they don't, but it's like primarily a lot of the leak information comes in English, and like, there's not everybody in the world speaks English, so like that information is not going to get disseminated in every possible language.
a lot of the Pokemon leak information I've seen at least leaks in Japanese and it gets translated.
Oh yeah, sure, but
Uh,
translated in every language. Do those accounts that translate have the same reach as that something like Central Leaks does, relative to the population of Pokemon purchasing people? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's intentional, but I do think like probably some of the leakers are like former employees or like people who worked on the game or something like that. Like, that's reasonable to conclude, I guess.
I think realistically, I'm somewhere in between where I think that internal leaks like that are something probably that people are aware of, but maybe not necessarily planning.
Yeah, I think Nintendo is aware of it, and they like don't do that much to stop it as you would expect. I feel like.
Do you
There's a
imagine,
point where you can't
like,
really stop it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Also.
Could you imagine if you had like at the Nintendo office, they had like a whiteboard. It was like, here's the stuff that you can't leak this week. Anything else, don't give a shit. Just don't say you're affiliated. Because that would be a funny mid ground to just be like, whatever you guys talk about, don't mention the starters or something like that.
Yeah, a lot in the. I mean, there might be some out there like because in the sports world, leaking is like a very big thing, but a lot of that comes down to like actual like contract negotiation strategy. Like if a player's not getting what they want, it's like, all right, agent, go give this to some news guy. He's gonna talk about how dog shit we've been getting treated, and then that information's out there. So in the sports world, it's like completely understandable that leaks are gonna happen because people want to get that information out there.
Basically just news at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the people who are leaking just have like so much reach in like locker rooms.
Like, nobody
goes
to ESPN to get the scoop anymore. They go to Shams, or they go to who's the other one?
Well, I mean, there's a few. There's like
Woj.
Yeah,
well, Woj is big for like the NBA. For like NFL, there's
Adam
like
Schefter.
Adam Schefter. No one likes him. Fuck Adam Schefter. Yeah, everyone likes Ian Rappaport. It's the big one.
Yeah,
and he's literally with the NFL.
Yeah.
And so it's just leaking is a part of things. Which is like, I don't know, it's a weird thing because a lot of it's like, oh boy, gotta put this information out here first, and then there's not really any like verification to some of it. Like you'll see on ESPN, I fucking love whenever they get ball sack sports posts on there. It's so funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm like, surely your intern could have paid a little bit more
Like
attention.
an undisputed episode on it, and they had like, I've seen it a few times. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't take 2 seconds to just verify that that's like the actual account. It's like so stupid.
Yeah, it's even worse now that ballsack sports can literally pay to be verified.
I wonder how much. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, is there any? I'm sure there are, but maybe I can't think of it, or it's very obviously not the case. But like any instances of like parts of anime leaking, like I'm sure it's happened, but any shows that have been leaked.
The Oshino Ko opening leaked early. I know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Did Demon Slayer have an entire scene that leaked like 2 months early?
Okay.
Someone leaked there was a hot spring scene that everyone was anticipating, and someone leaked that. Of course, you also have the movie goof where a Sony employee accidentally uploaded it to the PS4 store, and it got ripped from there and thrown onto the internet. That was less. I mean, it's technically a leak. It's unintentional. Yeah. Yeah. But anime can be like like we would always get when Dragon Ball Super was airing, we wouldn't like see anything, but we would get like episode spoilers before those came out.
Yeah.
And so people know things. It's usually you won't see footage, but you can.
I mean, when you think about it, aren't the manga chapters just anime leaks?
I mean, sure, but when it's like Oshinoko's
okay,
full opening
You can't
visuals
say
being
that.
leaked, Dragon Ball Super didn't have a manga ahead of it at the time, so that those spoilers were just being put out there. I mean, obviously, Demon Slayer had you didn't get to see the whole animated bath scene or whatever. Demon Slayer had like one panel. The fucking anime has like a whole 20 seconds dedicated to it. But yeah, I don't. I'm sure there's more stuff. I don't go looking for that kind of stuff though.
Yeah,
I guess it's like
I
the
feel like
big
every
thing.
season something leaks a little bit.
It's just a matter of who cares enough to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like with Oshinoko, gigantic premiere launch.
Okay, wait. So the Oshinoko opening leaked as in like the music video, or like just a song, or like what?
The opening visuals to like the
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, I think the ending did as well. At first it was just like people close to sources saw it. You're like, oh, this shit slaps. But then like the actual full thing leaked, and you were seeing like images like from it. It was like, oh well, it's just out there. I don't know who put it out there, but yeah, I don't know.
I wonder what legal action anime production companies take against leakers. Are they as draconian as Nintendo?
I don't think the people who like put the information out there can get hit really, because it's just information that was given. But if you leak, like if you were the one putting the opening out there, you can very well have legal action taken against you. It'd be on like the same level as like what they do with like piracy, I guess, which can lead to insane prison times over there, I guess.
That's for sure.
You can end up like Gary Bowser and have to pay 30% to Nintendo for the rest of your life.
Gary Bowser. It's too good.
It's funny.
I do wonder what would be the impacts of a massive like a leak of like almost an entire anime. That'd be very interesting.
Like a whole season?
You can't leak a whole season unless it's like a Netflix drop, because them shits aren't done until like the fucking day before.
No. But like the first like 4 episodes or whatever, however many are done by the time of release.
Well, it depends on. I'm doing so I'm cooking up a video right now, and I'm talking about. I'll just fucking go ahead and say it. No one watches the podcast anyway. Except for our close friends, maybe like one other person. But I'm making a video. A lot has to do with Cloverworks and kind of like their redemption arc, I guess. And during Wonder Egg Priorities thing, during Wonder Egg Priority, there were times where like literally an hour before it's meant to air, they would like get an episode done, and that happened multiple times. So that's like how off the rails some of these schedules can be.
I mean, that's why stuff like Kubo delay happened too, is because of just like
it's just bad scheduling.
So close to the deadlines, and then having something go massively wrong. And obviously, the Kubo stuff, which should be coming back this week, it looks like, now that I look at it.
Yeah, it is coming back.
Obviously, the Kubo stuff was to like a super extreme, but that's like a great example of how bad some of these schedules are for if something really bad happens.
Something really funny also with Wonder Egg Priorities. I don't remember if it was the finale or it was like episode 11, but there was a point when they got so cope on people that they hired foreign they asked Wonder Egg fans, like, guys, we need help animating this, please help. And they got people overseas to help them finish an episode.
That's insane. What the heck?
It was really bad. Like, I didn't know how, like, when I decided to make my video, I thought I was going to talk about like a little bit of like, the start, the downfall, and then the rise again. But I'm like open with like 7 tabs about all these different fuckeries that are happening, and it's insane.
That's crazy. Like recruiting foreigners to do that. That's like actually I've never heard of anything like that. Was it like was it like a public call to like?
I don't remember exactly what it was, but like there might have been something on Twitter. I don't remember. I'm still in the process of making. I'm still in the process of making the video. I don't think I don't think that
more
it's like
research 100%. Required. Got it.
More
That's
research
fine.
required. I'm still writing the script.
That's crazy though. If it was just like, hey, like on Twitter, like, hey guys, we need your help. Like, that'd be crazy.
All that reminded me of was the fucking plot line of what was the movie centered around the Eagles, where they had the dude
Invincible.
Yes, Invincible.
With freaking Vince Papale or whatever. Yeah. Good movie.
It's like the same thing.
Okay, but that's different. That's like a football team. Like, I think it's kind of different, but it's kind of the same, yeah.
The Eagles are so fucked that they said, hey guys, anyone on the street, come try out for us.
Yeah. And they got this random receiver, Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg? I can't remember.
I think it was Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Or was it Matt Damon? I don't remember.
I think they're like the same person. Like,
honestly, I do get them mixed up.
Dude, I actually do. I know. It's Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's Mark Wahlberg. Yeah,
it's definitely. Yeah. But yeah,
they are literally the same person, though. Fuck, dude.
What's that other movie? The Adam Sandler movie. Oh, I guess it's
the Adam Sandler movie. How many of those?
The Longest Yard or whatever.
The Longest Waterboy. Yeah.
The Longest Yard. That was also recruiting random people or whatever. I think, if I recall correctly.
Wasn't The Longest Yard in prison?
Yeah, The Longest Yard was literally prison. They had a prison football team.
Yeah.
Waterboy is closer to what you're trying to insinuate, I guess, because they had to put the Waterboy in the team, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's been so long. All Adam Sandler movies are like the same, to be honest.
I mean, they kind of, you know what?
They kind of are. They're kind of not, but they kind of are.
Some of them, yeah. I don't know. Some of them are really out there. I don't know. I don't watch Adam Sandler movies anymore, but
I used to really like them, but like I don't know. Not recently. They're I should say recently.
I think he's got some classics. He for every like classic, he has like 3 stinkers.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Well, these days, he just makes movies so he can go on vacation and have it as a business write-off.
That's based.
Like literally what he does. He just chooses locations to go on vacation. It is pretty big. I mean, he has the power. He's going to make money, so they have no reason to say no, I guess. Well, who's going to stop him? The IRS?
Yeah, true. So, this week, while Spat was finishing Attack on Titan, I also finished an anime.
Okay, name it.
Sword Art Online or Wonderworld. First guy. First
I see.
It was pretty good, actually. It did some of the cringe Sword Art things at times, as it does.
Wait, did you say part 1 or part 2?
It was part 1. I know there's a really a bad one in part 2 also, but
part 2 I thought it's complicated.
That's fair. I enjoyed part 1 though.
I thought part 1 was like fine, like maybe a little under Alicization, but like still generally close to the same.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
What part 2 bothered? Yeah, there's like a goofy whatever in episode 1 that everyone's like, oh my god, Sword Art Online moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
I do like that part 1 is starting to set up the everyone is here moments that I think Sword Art Online should have been doing the entire series. I don't know. I always thought Sword Art built up this like cool, fun cast with the Aincrad stuff, and then proceeded for the next like 2 arcs to just ignore that whole cast except for Kirito and Asuda, and then just like collect more waifus for the harem.
Yeah. Part 2, I definitely think part 2 is a big step down. Mainly because I felt like you focused more on the spectacle of things than anything, which you'll probably see. Maybe you'll agree with me. It looks great. That's why I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. I'm like, yeah, it did. It also made no fucking sense at all. Completely like throws away all the world rules it set up. It was really annoying. But I don't know. I feel like I'm much more invested now with like the progressive movies than I ever was with you know,
That's fair.
any
That's
Sword Art.
probably the next step for me once I actually catch up with the mainline Sword Art stuff, which I've been just kind of chilling with. Like, I probably won't finish part 2 for several more podcast episodes, but
Yeah.
it's a fun enough watch. It's one of those things where it was like, I'm not in love with Sword Art Online by any means, but I enjoyed it enough generally that I want to keep watching it to some extent, whether it's for the good reasons or just to be socially aware of everything.
Yeah. I don't think I can join the finished anime club. I watched the episode. I completed the Origaru OVA. This is the closest thing I've come to.
How was it?
Wait, no, actually, I did complete something recently. The OVA was there are some really funny things in it, but there are also some things I'm like, I don't really like that much. I don't know. It's complicated. It's just like a very small part of like, you know, like a different, like a story from the novels or whatever that I don't have all the content. I don't know. It was fine though. I completed the 2 movies.
Oh, Diamond Pearl.
Diamond Pearl. It's I guess the short versions of them are Boku-ai and Kimi-ai.
I have not yet got a chance to watch these because I was working when you guys all watched them together.
I did not watch it with anyone actually. I was muted in the call, and I watched it in the reverse order that they watched it.
And from what I know, we've determined that there is a superior order, right?
There is that's definitely. I've never been so underwhelmed by a movie that I thought was good. Like, I like them. I will say the voice acting for one of the characters was like, I don't know. It was. We've said on like the sub versus dub thing that like you rarely come across like mediocre voice acting in like subs. That I found the mediocre voice actor. There were times where I thought it was fine, and then I don't know, like some of the more emotional scenes, I'm like, okay, dude, like you step it up a little bit. I could get in there and like accidentally maybe do better at this point. But yeah, they were good, but what I didn't like was it didn't feel as advertised. Like, I don't feel like I could watch these in either order and get like a different experience. I felt like if I would have watched it in the reverse order that I did, I would have had an extremely superior experience. Because the movie I watched completely fucking like gave a recap basically of the other movie at the end of my first movie. I'm like, oh well, fuck. And they do that in both, but one is much more impactful than the other. And so I'm like, well, I don't come away with a different feeling or anything. I just have context to why things are the way they are now, instead of like me completing this, watching the other thing, and then having like an experience based on how things went. So with that said, I believe that Pearl, which is Kimi-ai, is the best way to start it, and that you should finish with Diamond.
Okay.
Of course, it's your choice at the end, but based on my experience there, one is much better to start with than the other.
Good to know.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it a while back.
I do want to watch them eventually. I just wasn't around for when they did a group watch in our friend groups, and so I didn't group watch.
I still have to watch the freaking Kaguya movie. I don't know.
I haven't watched that yet either.
Yeah.
I've also, over the past 2 weeks, been on a big rewatching spree with Resh. So, like, rewatch D4DJ, to watch season 2 of D4DJ, rewatch Review Starlight. I'm starting to rewatch Haikyuu with him. He hasn't watched any of these things.
Yeah.
Beforehand, but that's the excuse I get to rewatch them. Is like, oh, he hasn't watched them, so it's not that I need to defend myself on a rewatch, but it's easier to justify.
Yeah, I'm getting caught up with my seasonal, so I can actually start new things soon. Right now I'm behind on. I mean, there's just stuff that came out today. I have a couple episodes of stuff I need to watch, but the big ones I'm behind on I am 5 episodes behind on My Home Hero, and I'm 4 behind on Koisugi Crisis. I think My Home Hero will be a fine binge. I do not see myself enjoying the Koisugi Crisis binge.
What do you mean? The episodes are so good.
All memes aside, you know, cat, like, haha, we love cats. We do love cats. It's cute. It is not entirely my vibe. There's like a bingeable cute, and then there's like, okay, we've been freaking over a cat for 20 minutes now. It was a fun episode. Now I don't have to deal with this for another week. But now I have an hour 20 minutes of Koisugi Crisis to deal with. It is a much different experience.
On the bright side, you won't have to see them just freak out about cats.
Oh, you can forget about other animals.
Freak out about dogs?
Yeah, there's dogs. I can see a rabbit in the picture here. So
I think rabbit's next episode, sadly.
I see.
So you will not be getting a rabbit in your binge unless you wait another week.
I'm gonna try and get it done before whatever, because I do want to go back to watching other things.
So my biggest problem right now with my seasonals is I have not started Tonikawa yet.
Yeah, I have an episode today to watch, but otherwise I'm caught up.
There's a few others that I have like that I barely started, but they're like different. Because like in another world with my smartphone too, I'm just gonna binge. That's the clearly superior way to watch this is to just get it all in one binge.
It's or what's my next show after Attack on Titan? Once I'm caught up, I guess.
It's a great question.
I really want to send you on the Fate train, but let's not.
Okay, I know. You guys talk about it, and I'm like, I'm confused. I'm confused, and so
I don't know if that's what I want.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a try. Might as well, right?
I forget. Have you watched Assassination Classroom?
No.
That's a fun one.
Assassination, no.
If you want something a little less like, I don't want to say serious, but you know what I mean. Like a little less brainy. Assassination Classroom is just like enjoyable, fun thing to watch.
Okay.
Since you'll be coming off of 86 into Attack on Titan.
This is a Chimpact classic. I know he loves this anime, so okay. I know you love it too, so okay. I'll okay. I think we'll see what happens after Attack on Titan. Still got a ways to go, but
it'll be
be a while. I like it so much that I'm able to watch a good portion of it, even though this week I was pretty busy, but I was able to watch, finish it, right? So I like it a lot, and I'll keep going, and we'll see what happens after that. I like the look of Assassination Classroom. I don't know if I'll like it, but might as well give it a try, right?
I think it's like a type for people. Is how I understand. Like there are people who really like Assassination Classroom. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really good. And then there are also people who would watch the first couple episodes and just be like, "Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this shit is."
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'll probably get back on the Monogatari train once I catch up with everything. Well, actually, no. I'll probably watch Slime 300 because I lost a bet to fucking... I had a bet with AJ because he's a Chiefs fan. I'm an Eagles fan, and we lost in the Super Bowl to the Chiefs, and so we had a bet. So I gotta watch Slime 300, so I'll probably do that.
Revenge game on Christmas this year, right?
No. It's November 20th.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know why I thought it was Christmas.
The Christmas game is the Giants.
Anyway, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, sports in the anime podcast, unacceptable.
Yeah.
We've done it twice now. Also.
Yeah.
Too bad I can't get a anime sports podcast episode, but
maybe one day.
Need to infect Daniel with some more stuff before then. Mainly Haikyuu.
One day, maybe.
That's one that you definitely. It's topical right now because I just said I'm rewatching it. I think if there's any single sports series that most people need to watch, it would be either Haikyuu or Kuroko for very different reasons.
Okay, why are they different reasons?
Because Haikyuu is really good, and that's the reason. But Kuroko is like a rite of passage.
Kuroko's just a big fucking meme show, isn't it? Like
if you enjoy real life sports and anime, you're like contractually obligated to watch Kuroko. And then have
See,
the same
after
reaction.
watching Blue Lock and like knowing like the general premise of Kuroko, I don't know if I want to watch Kuroko.
No. The fact that you didn't like Blue Lock is gonna make you hate Kuroko so much more because it's just
that.
realistically, it's all of the things you hated about Blue Lock with none of the things you liked about Blue Lock.
And there was so much I liked about Blue Lock, so it's I don't know. I doubt. Look, not that they're bad. Like I'm sure they're fun. To the people who enjoy that type of stuff. I don't know. Kuroko probably takes itself infinitely less serious, I would assume.
No, that it absolutely does not. I'll just say it. Kuroko actually, if anything, might take itself more serious.
Okay, I would probably fucking despise it then. See, this is... I don't know, dude. Awashi is the one of two, I fucking guess, sports anime that I've watched and like. So we're at a 50% rate right now. Unless we really want to count Slow Loop, which is a little cope. I don't know.
I think Awashi
anime?
is similar.
Slow Loop is fishing, yeah.
Oh, fishing is a sport.
Yeah, well, they don't really do it for sport.
I got it.
Yeah, they don't like.
Activity.
There's like one competition in it, and it was like for like not even half an episode. It was like a quick little thing. And it was like a neighborhood competition, not even like a sanctioned fishing thing.
But, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah,
it's just not a sport.
I think you'll enjoy Haikyuu after a certain point. Is probably how I would say.
The One Piece guy saying you'll enjoy it after a certain episode. Okay, got it.
I'll give it a chance eventually, but
as someone who has Haikyuu in like my top 3 manga of all time, and really like the anime, I think it's a bit of a slow starter. And it could be debated how like fast it picks up. I think it takes a good like 5-6 episodes probably. Some people would say around episode 3 or 4. Obviously, anime is anime. There are lots of slow starters that take a couple episodes, but I don't know. I think Haikyuu takes a second to really catch its stride.
I mean, I don't mind like stuff. It's all about how it ends, baby.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it's a lot about what happens in the middle too. But
I feel like, yeah. Have you guys seen any of the anime about like I don't want to say board games, but like I feel like there's some that I've seen that are just like entirely about
like Chihiro Furu.
Yeah, I think that's one, and then there are a few others. I've like fairly sure we've like talked about them before too.
Chihiro Furu, I definitely would not say is about a board game.
Okay, yeah, maybe not a board game.
For the sake of this conversation,
there's some others. I just can't think of the names, but
I know it involves the game.
Yeah.
Karuta is
not sport, but
yeah.
I mean, it's technically a sport.
Also, it's fun. I'm trying to think board games though, like actual board games. I can't think of any.
I know like some anime have like they'll have like mahjong episodes or whatever. Like The Day I Became a God had an episode with mahjong, and it was really funny because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But at the exact same time, at least I think it was mahjong. I didn't know what was going on. At the exact same time, none of the characters knew either. They were just doing shit. They're like, fuck, I have no idea what's happening. And so it made it fun, even though I didn't know what was happening.
So I've Google searched best anime about board games, and the results I'm getting.
I swear to God, if Gamers is in there.
After School Dice Club. I'm live reading these. I don't know what's on.
Based.
You know what?
This
Let me link this to the group chat.
Okay.
That would be grand.
As we talk about it. After School Dice Club, which looks like they're playing like fucking I don't know, Dungeons Dragons. But it's I don't know, Chihiro is on there. That's fair enough. March Comes In Like a Lion is on here. I guess that makes sense because he plays shogi. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched March Comes In Like a Lion. I've had like millions of people recommend it.
I'm gonna watch it eventually.
At some point, I need to. Akagi makes sense. Ryo's work is never done. What is this? It's also shogi.
Oh yeah, Ayumu. When will Ayumu make his move? It involves shogi heavily, even though it's like a slice of life romance thing. But
Hikaru no Go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. That's probably
Yeah, I
like
feel like I've heard a lot of people really like that
when
show.
I see it and I think about it, that actually probably is the poster child for what you would think about with the actual board game anime. Especially if I'm gonna say that I don't think Chihaya Furu is a board game because I don't think Karuta is that close.
Man, do I even... I went to the bottom and I saw Game Rant's best anime of all time. I don't even know if I want to look at things.
Dude, I didn't know. Just save that for like the cursed article episode.
We already had one of those.
I know, but we need part 2 with like devoted entirely to the most cursed things we could find. I bet there's some absolute like gems.
They have
gems in a bad way, not a good way.
They have best anime on every streaming platform. I want to click on one of these and just see what happens.
Oh my god!
I'm looking through it right now.
Best series on Crunchyroll. Oh, there's just a bunch of quick link. Oh wait, hold on. Best. There's oh my god. It's not like a whole. It's not like a comprehensive list. Oh wait, yeah, this is just spring 2023 stuff.
Yeah. I don't see them committing to anything.
They don't have like a top 10 list of all time.
Yeah. What the heck?
Fucking horse. God take it. What are we doing here?
Entry top 10 best anime of all time entry level. What is this? Oh, this really is entry level. I will say that.
At least they put entry level instead of like just the best of all time. These are the best. These are.
Except they have One Piece on it.
Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer.
Entry level.
Yeah, One Piece is not a fucking entry level anime. I feel like a lot of these might be tough to look at as I feel like a lot of people entered with these, but I feel like some of them are probably harder sells than like Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, you know, easy ones. Fullmetal Alchemist, sure. But then you have like Ava, which is I don't know if I'd say that's a starter anime. One Piece is 1,000 episodes, definitely not a starter.
Yeah, I'll say it. Naruto is like the poster child starter for like my generation because it was on Toonami, but nowadays I don't know if I would call it a starter either.
I have a friend who started with it recently, or well, recently he's done with it now, but that's how he started. And
most things on Toonami are kind of started.
The different, I don't know, like if he's like the best example though, because he's what's it called? He like actually did karate. He's like a black belt and shit. So he has like ties to the martial arts stuff. So you
better not mess with him, bro. He's dangerers.
Well, you know, he's my friend. I'm not gonna fucking go on.
Yeah, I know, but you never know.
I don't know. I don't even remember. He's been out of karate for a long time. I'm sure I could bring the fight to him, maybe. I took like a week of karate because I don't know, my parents like won lessons or some shit and something. It was awful. I fucking hated it. But so yeah, I'm like a white belt with like one stripe on the belt. So don't fuck with me. I have martial arts experience. Now I'm gonna look up someone's top 10 list.
Oh my gosh.
Top 10 anime of all time. Let's see. IGN top 25 best anime of all time. Let's get it. All right.
There we go. All right.
I hope that fucking autoplay does not happen.
I'm scared.
To turn off the auto. What the fuck are we doing here?
If we
okay.
If we don't trust the Crunchyroll people, I don't know if I can trust a random article.
All right. IGN number 25. Haikyuu.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
Number 24.
PK already likes this list.
Trigun.
Okay. Boomer anime.
Number 23. Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, boomer anime.
Number 22. My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Number 21. Made in Abyss.
Okay, based.
All right.
Number 20. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. They're just counting the entire series.
Fine. If it's the whole series, I'm not a JoJo's fan. I've watched no JoJo's. That's probably fair.
Number 19, Naruto Shippuden.
Only Shippuden?
Maybe we'll see Naruto later. I don't know. Number 18 is Death Note.
Base.
Number 17. Number 17 is Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Number 16 is Oren High School Host Club.
There it is. I was waiting for
the token. The token.
I was waiting to find out where like the random thing that I feel like everyone who was born before 1990 has watched and loved. And that's the one.
Yeah. Number 15, Devilman Crybaby.
Okay, this list is trash. Never mind.
Number 14.
It's all over now.
Number 14, Demon Slayer. Number 13, Code Geass.
Okay, based.
Number 12, Samurai Champloo. Number 11, Bakano. Number 10, Fooly Cooly. Number 9, Yu Yu Hakusho. Number 8, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I feel like Redacted made this list.
Number 7, Hunter x Hunter. Number 6, Mob Psycho 100. Number 5, Hajime no Ippo. Number 4, Monster. Number 3, One Piece. Number 2, Cowboy Bebop. And number 1, who could have guessed, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay, I mean, that's not surprising.
I feel like the person who made this list is like a full-grown adult with adult children. That's the vibes I get from some of these picks. Like they did have a few newer anime on there, but also a lot of this just screams like I grew up watching 90s and 2000s anime because that's all that was out, which is fair. I mean, they're all classics. It's not like there's anything wrong with any specific pick on there. It just, as a group, it's a pretty boomer list.
Yeah, that's...
It's not even just one person who came up with those. This is a whole staff team that picked 25 of them.
Oh, so now you trust them. So
our team of experts came up with the top.
Oh, so now you trust them. Okay, got it, yeah.
No, I don't fucking trust them. Obviously not. But yeah, that was IGN's. CBR, we love CBR on the show. We haven't talked shit on them. I wonder how similar it would be. I see 3 on this image here from this one writer that are from the IGN. They only have 20, not 25. But number 20 is Love is War. Number 19 of Vinland Saga. Number 18 is Haruhi.
Okay.
17, Serial Experiments Late.
That's a little crazy, but okay.
Number 16, Musishi.
What?
See, that's what
Musashi or whatever?
Mushishi.
Oh, Mushishi.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. This sounds familiar, though. Another boomer anime.
There's not a ton of things I have never once heard of.
I've recommended me this show. I swear to God.
I've heard of it. I've never watched it or like seen anyone talk about it. Really.
This is like a show like Shield Poke.
I definitely recognize like this main character for sure.
He looks like a Fullmetal Alchemist character.
But it's 2005, so that's like their token old one, I guess, to get in there.
Fair. Fair enough. I've never seen it. I can't say anything.
Yeah, I can't say anything. Number 15, Madoka Magica.
Fair.
Number 14, Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Okay. Let's calm down.
I wonder what ratings that even has.
That's a full.
Trust the panel.
It's an 80. It's an 81, but this is like the. I can never fully never trust any of these. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, number 13, Fully Cooly. Number 12, One Punch Man. Number 11, Gurren Lagann.
I always think it's crazy when lists like this get made, and everyone always has Fully Cooly rated really high, and then I know almost 0 people who have ever actually seen.
I'm supposed to finish that show, but then I got caught up with 86 or something. But
that's also fair. That's just all I had to say. Like, I don't have too much of an opinion on Fully Cooly, but I always see it on lists like this, and then I never see real people actually watching it.
But it's not real. Nobody's actually seen that show. It's just bots.
Number 10, Naruto Shippuden. Number 9, Steins Gate. Number 8, Dragon Ball Z.
Really, Steins Gate wasn't on that other list, was it?
No, it's not. Number 7, One Piece. Number 6, Cowboy Bebop. Number 5, Death Note. 4, Hunter x Hunter. 3, Attack on Titan. 2, Neon Genesis. And number 1, who could have guessed, Fullmetal Alchemist. I feel like for a bit, like the lower half was like trying really hard to be different, and then the top 10 is like, all right, it's Shonen time, baby.
I agree. This one still felt like it was made by boomers, but they like tried to be hip by making sure they had a few things that the youngins would like.
Yeah. Like, it had like some newer stuff at the start, and then it's like, all right, we're gonna go really old for a bit, and then it just went, down like the generic like shonen route. I don't know if I could.
Like, I don't know. All the old anime, they are good, right? Like no one has really pulled anything in either of those lists of like these really old anime and said something crazy. They're all still like good shows. It's just when your whole top 10 is stuff made before the fucking turn of the century, then it feels slightly biased. I guess.
And they're all like the same type of show too, which is like, I don't know if I could. No one can like definitively. There's not like a top 10. Like there's shows that I've. It's why I have like It's why we have the rating list or whatever. Because if we go to like the Annie list or whatever, there's recency bias to think about. I honestly feel like Annie list top 10 is like pretty decent, like in terms of diversity of the types of anime. There's two Gintamas at the top, Gintama moment. But then Fruits Basket is number 3. The mighty Fullmetal Alchemist on any list is only number 4, which I find funny. Then Love is War at number 5, Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, Bleach, I believe that's 1,000 Year Blood War. 9 is March Comes in Like a Lion season 2, and then you have Ori Monogatari Gay. So it's like a pretty diverse list of things up there.
If you extend that out to it gets even more diverse in my opinion, because then you'll get stuff like Legend of the Galactic Heroes a little bit farther down, Monsters on there.
Bocchi the Rock, the greatest anime of our generation.
I also don't want to talk about Idol being number 19, but that's different.
If you can like take out music from there or whatever and show like TV show. It is it's like in terms of music videos on any list, fucking by and far, like nothing even comes close to touching Idol. It is a good music video. A very good music video.
I think it's hype that number 30 on the list is the Review Starlight movie.
Any list is a pretty base platform, like because there's no like it's like relatively out of the way to like go look at how high something is on the list. And so you don't have people, and they don't show like decimal points or anything. It's like it's 90%. You don't know where in the 90%. It's 90%. And so you don't have all these fan bases trying to murder each other. It's like, all right, something else just hit the top. Like Kaguya hit number 5. All right, congratulations. Bocchi the Rock, top 25 anime of all time. Who gives a fuck? Because no one like it's just there. Yeah.
Like I could be wrong, but I think other than Gintama, no, the Violet Evergarden movie and Silent Voice are there. I was gonna say other than Gintama, Review might be the highest rated movie on here, but I missed A Silent Voice and also the Violet Evergarden movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen Violet Evergarden. I don't know.
That still puts it as like the 6th highest movie on any list. Above like all of the Fate movies, above the Demon Slayer movie, which granted the Demon Slayer movie probably is one of the few things on any list that has gotten a decent amount of review bombs.
Looking at it, doesn't really seem like it really.
I feel like it was higher, but maybe I'm just making that up.
You might be making that up because I'm looking at you can look at the distribution like pretty easily on whatever, and there's not like obviously ones are gonna have like a higher whatever, but then like it starts to normalize immediately after that, so there's not like it seems pretty normal. It's definitely much harder to review bomb on any list.
It is.
Yeah. There's no more none of the my endless like sagas of like I think I can't remember when it was. I think it might have been last year when we talked about it but it was like just the Attack on Titan stuff that happened on I think it's Attack on Titan, right? Like last year, like the people like fighting over like number 1 on my anime list. It's so stupid.
Probably the big fights all started probably with Attack on Titan's final season.
Yeah.
Because the closest anything had come to dethroning like Fullmetal Alchemist was Otherworld. Oh, fuck, what was it? It's the. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name right now. Interspecies Reviewers, that's what it was. Interspecies.
Okay, yeah.
So that got to the number one anime of all time, but Mal itself shut that shit down and sent it to the abyss.
Like that could not be number one.
Yeah, like that could not be the number one anime of all time.
Yeah,
so they shut that shit down. But then Attack on Titan beat it, and ever since, just things keep going to number one, and then getting in a fight with the Fullmetal Alchemist fans, and then dropping. I can't check right now because Mal got hacked recently, and so the website's still down for right now for maintenance, and like they're checking probably the attack and stuff. But it started with Attack on Titan, and they beat the fuck out of each other. The Attack on Titan score mainly got its shit kicked in, both by Attack on Titan haters as well as the Fullmetal Alchemist fans. So there's like a double trouble attack. And so, but Fullmetal Alchemist has dropped. I believe it's like 9.09 right now or some shit. It used to be like 9.26 when everything first started. So there's nothing above like 9.09 now, which is the most recent fight having been the Oshinoko getting to number one after one episode type of thing.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the day when there's on my anime list just not going to be anything rated as a 9.
It's going to get to that point.
It's getting there really quick.
Because every time Fullmetal Alchemist battles with a fan base, it gets lower and lower.
Okay.
And then eventually it's going to start falling below things that aren't even involved at the moment. And so they're going to have to go review bomb those shows. And after they review bomb those, it's just eventually, yeah. So nothing's going to be above a 9.
So what you're saying is, as time goes on, anime gets worse. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. As time goes
understood.
on, I mean, eventually, in the infinite span of time, if Fullmetal Alchemist fans never stop, everything will be rated below like a 6 one day.
Yeah, I mean, that would take a long time.
That's like not a real thing that'll ever be seen.
Yeah.
But
It's like
theoretically, on the course we're going, that is a real possibility.
It's like the infinite monkey theorem, except I don't know if I really believe in the infinite monkey theorem.
Infinite monkey theorem? Hold up, I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of the infinite? So
I mean, I probably have, but I can't like remember it by like, the name.
What it is basically is it's the theory that if you theoretically just took a monkey, put it in a room for an infinite amount of time with like a pen and paper, eventually it's going to rewrite a work of Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
I don't know about that.
I know that's what the monkey. Look, monkey is not going to accidentally rewrite. You can't disprove it because it's that's why it's a infinite monkey theorem. But
it's also a statement about infinity and not just how like over the course of infinity anything will happen. That's just like how the concept of infinity works.
See, personally, I believe just because in theory it could happen, technically, I guess, doesn't mean it ever actually would. Or because I'm gonna be honest, if you put a monkey in a room with like a pen and paper, it's gonna like eat the fucking pen.
Yeah,
it's just gonna poop and like throw that around for like all of eternity. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, you're not considering the limitations. Like what a
limitations
can do.
Like maybe if you put like you couldn't even put like a person in a room. There are some stupid fucking people out there that like maybe the monkey would even do better than. Like no one's gonna accidentally rewrite Shakespeare, even if you give them an infinite amount of time to write whatever the fuck. Because there are limitations in the end.
If you put me in a room, I might like improve on Shakespeare, bro. I might go crazy.
Yeah, with all that studying you do.
Yeah, of course. Actually, I'd probably eat the. If you put that would be torture. I'd probably end up eating the pen and paper too.
He said, "Shit, I might be the monkey."
I might be a monkey too.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I'm behind the infinite monkey theorem. As funny as it sounds, I don't think that would ever happen, even if you gave the monkey infinite time.
I understand the concept behind it. I don't know.
I don't agree. I understand the concept. I don't agree.
It's like a silly hill to be on, I guess is how I would describe it.
Silly hill to die on, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, I don't know. There are a lot of weird ideas, I guess, like, that are out there that, I don't know. Universe is a weird thing. Maybe, who knows? Maybe that monkey over time would, with infinite time, could the monkey develop to be so smart that it could, like, what would it evolve? The monkey's, like, brain evolves. Since it has, like, infinite time.
Anime. That's what it would do.
Yeah, right, its own anime. Yeah, the monkey would discover the with no internet. If maybe you gave, like, the monkey the internet or something, maybe it would eventually decide to like anime.
Yeah, actually, that.
You leave the monkey alone in there for like a year, you come back and it's like on the
it's a massive weeb. Yeah
it's on like episode 900 of One Piece or whatever.
Oh my god, that's the show. That's the show we'd watch. Okay, got it.
Yep. Well, I mean, I don't know, you have infinite time in there, you gotta do something.
I guess that's true.
That monkey don't know how long he's gonna be stuck in there. He may as well start One Piece.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fair enough.
It'd be a pretty easy life in there if you think about it. I mean, I think you like literally go insane, but well, maybe not, because you have the computer. Like, I saw a tweet the other day that was, you get like $10 billion to stay in, like, one of the, like, with the white rooms that's just white everywhere, for a year. You get $10 billion for staying there for a year, and all you get is food and water. Absolutely nothing else. And I think, like, the amount of people who don't understand, like, the idea of breaking mentally, there's a lot of people out there who don't understand. If you're in a white room, even for, like, a week, you'd probably just go insane.
For a week? You'd go insane in, like, a few hours, I'm pretty sure.
There's that one, and then there's also, like, total darkness, and I'm pretty sure it's, like, a couple hours, and, like, anyone goes insane.
Yeah, no, you 100% do. You have to, like, the only way you'd be able to avoid it is if you, like, fell asleep for the first few hours. But then once you'd wake up, you
can't sleep forever. Like,
yeah, you can't. Well, I mean,
you can, but well, anyway.
Anyway,
you can't sleep and not, destroy your Minecraft hardcore world, or delete your Minecraft hardcore world without waking up in a year.
Got it.
I don't know. I definitely wore that terribly. We're not even monetized. Fucking you will if there's no other way other than fucking death to make it through there. And
no,
yeah.
I mean, when you hear about like what's it called? Is it waterboarding where they drip water on your head?
Waterboarding is they like put something. They put they put like some like plastic over your face, and they just fucking dump water on it to simulate drowning.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm thinking of the other thing. It's like Chinese water torture. The one where they drip something on your forehead. Drip like a drop of water like every few seconds on your forehead. And it's like torture, right? Because like the only thing you can think about.
I'll look it up. By the way, YouTube, we do not condone water torture.
No, we do not.
don't hit our video. Chinese water torture. Yeah, it's a dripping machine. Cold water is slowly dripped onto the scalp.
Interesting. I've never heard of this.
No, yeah, it's. I mean, you'd go insane. You'd actually go insane.
Based on the picture, it's not like every few seconds. It's just like a constant process of like drip, drip, drip.
Yeah,
drip.
I mean, it could be whatever interval, but I think you'd go insane regardless because it's the only thing you'd be able to think about, right? So.
Imagine using your fucking water, your precious water, in fucking 1892 China to fucking just torture people.
Yeah, I mean. Whatever it takes, I guess.
I guess it's better than like ancient, whatever. You have much more accessible water at that point, I guess. Oh, it was actually first described in the 15th to 16th century in Italy, apparently. So I guess they were doing it for a long time. I don't know why you would do that, but they got some wild torture back in the days. There's no creativity anymore.
Is that what we're taking away here?
I do not condone torture. Humanity has some interesting. The most out of pocket one is the brazen bull for sure.
What is that?
What they do, was it the Greeks that did it? I don't remember, but they put you inside of a bowl made of bronze or whatever, or brass. I don't fucking know. They put you in like a metallic bowl, and they light a giant fire underneath of it, and so obviously, it transfers heat very well, And so you are slowly singed to death inside this bowl. And whenever you scream, they designed it so the sound that comes out sounds like a bull making noise. And so that's why they call it the brazen bull. It's basically just a shitpost torture is the best way I can put it.
That's a funny way to put it.
They're like, yeah, we're gonna publicly execute someone. Let's have some fun with it. And the French had to ruin it with like the guillotine, I guess. I don't know, trying to like. It's like the most mainstream thing I guess they could do. They didn't have fun anymore. It's all right. We'll just people in a head cutting machine.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No more torture talk.
No more.
He's just thinking about that.
It's just, yeah. I mean,
methods of torture is like
there's yeah. I'm glad you said that because I had one that was like extremely out of pocket. I was about to bring up. It kept you awake for much longer than the bull. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing else to say. I guess if anyone else has any thing to bring up.
No.
I don't really know where to go from that.
No, I think what I want to do, maybe for next time or a future episode, is look at some of the other anime rankings. Maybe not of the best anime, but like some other categories, and see like what kind of worst. That's actually a very good one, very obvious one, very very good one. But like different things like ranking characters and villains or stuff like that, because I feel like there might be some like completely unhinged things that people are gonna rank. So we'll see.
I'm sure there's some dog shit rankings out there.
Yeah, it always is by the experts, quote unquote experts, right? So,
yeah. Were you gonna say something, PK? I thought you like started a sentence. Maybe not.
Nope.
All right. Well, in that case, thank you for listening to the 53rd episode of the Gochuucast. Coming up in a few weeks, we got a cool episode coming up. It's cooking right now. It's cooking. But at the end of this episode here, if you would like to subscribe on YouTube, please do that. That'd be great. Or follow us on Spotify or whatever audio-only podcast platform that you are on. If you'd like to go to the YouTube from Spotify, Is the Ordinary Anime Podcast, can't possibly miss it. We're the only one that exists. If you want to go from YouTube to the audio-only side of things, then you can go into the description below, and our anchor link will transfer you to our, the Spotify. I'm going to change those eventually just so I can say the Spotify podcast. That's such a fucking awful name. Spotify for podcasters. That's so fucking long. I'm just going to call it Spiff. Our Spiff link will be down, I don't know. The noise you make when you want to call your cat over to you, that link is down in the description below, and you can go, do things there and listen audio only on the go. Post every Saturday at 3 p.m. EST, and we will see you in the next episode, hopefully. Thank you, and goodbye.